welcome back to the channel. My name is Isaac and I am a fellow film geek. So this video is just going to be towards my subscribers. So to everyone watching who is a subscriber, this is a message to you guys why I haven't been uploading consistently recently, and I hope you guys can understand my point of view. Also, since this video is being uploaded on a Tuesday, I have to remind everyone I will not be doing a Movie Talk Tuesday today because I just won't be able to. I promise I'll bring it back next week because Movie Talk Tuesdays are my favorite things. And for those who are new to the channel, every Tuesday we do live streams where we talk about movies. But anyways, let me get straight into the message, just point blank simple. I have not been uploading consistently. My last fully done video was when Andy Signor got his channel demonetized due to the Amber Heard situation. After that, I kind of become lazy. I did upload a Quiet Place Part 2 review that I didn't put much effort in, and I'm about to get into why. And the reason why is the last few weeks I've not been very motivated by YouTube. This tends to happen to most people, but sometimes you'll have a period where you stop feeling motivated. You start feeling like as if, there's no point anymore. And that's how I've been feeling about YouTube again, because that's happened before. I remember back in January, I was feeling like, what's even the point of YouTube? This happened back in September of last year also, where there was just a small period of time where I was kind of giving up on YouTube. And right now I'm in that point of view. And mainly because I feel like I've drained myself from the drama. And what do I mean by that? Typically here on this channel, I'll talk, do movie news, movie talk. I'll talk about, do reviews. I'll do stuff like that. But occasionally I will make videos on other channels. And the thing is, I've told myself, don't do that because that loses motivation. The whole purpose why I created this channel was to make videos about my favorite thing in the world, which is movies. I'm such a big movie nerd, and that's what I want to do. And I remember I made a video on Blaugrana 42. I made a video on Andy Signor. And I remember while making and editing those videos, I was like, I don't really like doing this. And I feel like because of that, because go look at my recent videos. Those were like two of the recents. Those two videos were, one of the last videos. I feel like that kind of drained my loss of motivation. I know that my channel grew mainly because of my criticism towards people who criticize the Snyder movement. But I'm just going to come out and say that, the reason why I've been also, I know my channel has been mainly popularized because of the Snyder fandom, which I'm always thankful. And again, remember, I am #RestoreSnipers, and Zack Snyder's Justice League is still my favorite film of all time. However, I feel like the community recently, I've not been very proud of it. And look, my opinion is irrelevant. I'm just going to go ahead and say this. My opinion is always irrelevant. I am not a professional in any kind of way when it comes to movies or anything. But I just want to say that I've not been very happy with the community. I feel like that also has lost my interest because, after the Snyder Cut, I also want to talk about other movies. And, some of them happen to be DCEU movies under the Walter Hamada regime. And, there's Suicide Squad, there's Black Adam, there's the Pattinson Batman movie also, I think. Alright, sorry about that. I just wanted to quickly check something out the window, but there's been a few DCU movies that I've been, especially the Black Superman. I've said, I'm gonna be excited, and a lot of people were a little mad at me, and telling me, you should go back to Snyder movement. You're going up against the movement if you're supporting the DCU, and some people were even telling me I need to go make videos on Ray Fisher, and I feel like that also drained me. I don't want to be tied down to one thing. And look, I want the channel to be all movies. I don't care if it's Marvel, Star Wars, DC, Star Trek, whatever genre it is, whatever fan base it is. I want to talk about it. And I felt like for the last few months I've been kind of tied down to just the Snyder Cut. Like I remember when Army of the Dead came out, some people were asking me, hey, why don't you do a spoiler discussion on Army of the Dead? The reason why is because I didn't think Army of the Dead was all that good. I thought it was a good film, and I just did one review, and I gave it a very positive review, and then after that, I was like, all right, let's leave that back. While Snyder Cut, how much I love that film. That film will always hold such a beautiful place in my heart. Same thing with Batman vs. Superman. Same thing with Man of Steel. I'm a big Zack Snyder fan. I'm a big fan of 300, Dawn of the Dead. I really liked Army of the Dead. Let me remind you of that. And I'm a big fan of his, but I feel like I've been tied down so much to the Snyder the Snyder community, that I kind of forced myself to be like, oh no, you gotta crank out these videos. And even in a lot of my past videos that I've made on Jody's Corner, a lot of videos I made on Andy Signor, a lot of the old videos that did popularize my channel, I do regret a lot of things I said. For example, my biggest regret was the John Campia video. A lot of my claims, a lot of the things did come out to be wrong, and I was looking at myself and I was like, I was too motivated by the views, and I feel like that's what lost my interest here on YouTube. Being tied down to the Snyder Cut, being tied down to everything. And look, if you're a channel out there that just wants to talk about the Snyder fandom, the DC fandom, look, that is awesome. That is good to you. But to me, that is just not my cup of tea. I'm not someone who wants to just be tied down to one project. I just want to talk about all movies. And, it was, in the last few months, it was difficult, seeing people being like, hey, why are you supporting the new Black Superman film? Why are you supporting James Gunn's Suicide Squad? I remember I made like an entire 2-hour live stream on James Gunn's Suicide Squad. I remember I even had one of my subscribers, I'm not going to say his name, but they DM'd me saying, hey, how come you went on 2 hours praising the Suicide Squad trailer, but not the Snyder Cut? And I was like, what do you mean? I've made tons and tons of videos praising how much I love the fandom and how much I love the film itself. Again, let me remind you, I am a fan of the film. I feel like a lot of that stuff lost my motivation on YouTube. And it's very difficult. I remember when I dropped my Quiet Place review, I was like, you know what, I don't even want to do YouTube really anymore. But that's, I've decided I'm just gonna start making the videos I love. I don't care about the views. I don't care about anything. I remember I used to be so focused on the tags. I used to be so focused on everything. But honestly, I'm just going to do it for fun. And, if you guys don't want that, well, I don't know what to tell you. But this is no attack on the Snyder fandom, obviously. This is just my own personal point of view, my own personal mentality. Again, I don't want to be tied down to the Snyder fandom. While I will say it is my favorite fandom in the movie community, and you guys know how much I love the Snyder Cut. This is no slander. It's just that I don't want to be tied down to one film and just one film only. I mean, Zack Snyder's not even my favorite director. I don't want to just be tied down to him. While I think he's a great guy, and when I love what he's done, and he's transformed my life with the films like Man of Steel, 300, Dawn of the Dead remake, BVS, all those other films. I still don't want to be tied down to just the Snyder Cut guy. I want to be the movie guy. I want to be someone who people can go to their channel and be like, hey, this guy loves movies, and he talks about movies, and that's what I want to do. And also the whole YouTube drama. I'm not going to criticize anyone who does it. I have a lot of friends here on YouTube who do talk about other YouTubers, but to me, that's just not my cup of tea. I remember when I made those videos on Andy and Jody, I was too motivated by views, too motivated by comments, likes, and everything, to a point where I think it drove me that I was kind of forced to do YouTube videos because, talking about YouTubers really gets you views, that drama, that heat. And I don't know, in the last few months, I've kind of realized I don't want to do that. That's just not my thing. So from now on, I will avoid YouTube drama. The only time I will make a video on it is, let's say someone attacks me, I will have to respond to that, because obviously you have to do that. I believe that is a must, but obviously I've never really, like, no one's really ever made a hate video on me so far that I know of. So hey, and also, I don't want my channel to be toxic. I don't, a lot of people are calling me Snyder cultist, and look, in a way, I actually agree with them. I was kind of blinded before the Snyder Cut came out. I was a little blinded about how I was reacting, because let's face it, some Snyder fans are toxic. There are some toxic fans, and look, most of the fandom is great, amazing, awesome. Again, I'll say it, best fandom on YouTube. I mean, the best fandom in the movie community, which is also YouTube, basically. But we have to admit it. There is a toxic side to the fandom. There is, and I've met so many where. I remember I recently had a subscriber who was a big Snyder fan, and every time I would make a video praising the DCEU, they'll go on my comment section and be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Like, which is one of my earlier complaints, and I don't mean to criticize anyone, but I don't want to be tied down to just the Snyder Cut. I want to be, Back to the Future, maybe Joker 2, talk about other projects, Star Wars, a Marvel. And while, yes, I have done that, it always feels like something in the back of my head is lingering that I have to make a video on the Snyder Cut. I have to make a video on that movement. And again, I will say this. I love the fandom and I love the movement. But at the end of the day, I'm a movie fan over being a Snyder fan. I'm a Snyder fan. I'm a DC fan. You guys know I grew up as a DC nerd. I grew up with the DC comics and the DC animated series. But again, my love for movies comes over DC fandom. And I just want to be straightforward, straight to the point. But yeah, well, sorry guys, I had to check something. But yeah, I believe that was, that was the main reason as to why I lost my motivation for YouTube. And, I'm just going to look, if you guys, for what you guys want to know as to what's going to be happening in the future of the channel, well, I'll still be obviously uploading. I want to upload as much as I can, but however, I'm not going to be tied down to the Snyder Cuts. I'm going to be looking forward. I'm going to be looking forward to Marvel films. I'm going to be making videos on them. And from now on, I'm also not going to care about views. I remember back then, like back then I was like, if this video doesn't make 50 views, then it's a flop. Now I'm just going to be like, YouTube is a fun place and I'm just going to do it for fun, and I don't care. I don't care anymore. I just want to have fun again on YouTube like I used to. And, I'm going to not make as many videos on the Snyder Cut. And I know there has been a lot of things, but, I'm only going to talk about the Snyder Cut if it's something important. Like, let's say they announced the Justice League Part 2. Obviously, I'll make a video on that. But I'm not just going to make a video over false accusations or stuff like that. And, I'm not going to judge what's happening right now because obviously that is not my place to talk about. I don't know all the information happening right now, obviously. But to me, I just want to make commentary videos. I just want to make videos where I can talk about my favorite thing in the world, which is movies. And, also the live stream stuff. Let me also address the live stream stuff. So I've been a lot of people have also been realizing that I've been, another way my channel grew was that I was doing a lot of live streams. I did lots of streams with Max. I did a stream with Enosh from Poindexter Lounge. I also did one with MSK. And that's how I gained some subscribers. The reason why I've not been on live streams is for two reasons. It's mainly time. This isn't motivation, but it's mainly time. I rarely have time. And most of their streams, Max streams around 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Enosh streams really late, 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. And MSK also around midnight. And everyone streams really late. But the thing is, I sleep early for personal reasons. So I can't. So that's mainly a time thing. And also number two, I also sometimes, as much fun as I have with them, I do feel like it's a waste of time sometimes because it's like, I rarely talk. I'm someone who, I don't like interrupting people. I'm someone who's big on don't interrupt someone while talking, let other people talk, talk. I know this was a similar issue to someone else on YouTube. I'm not going to say their name. They obviously know who they are. But to me, I've always had that issue where, on the live streams, it felt like as if I never had a time to talk. And it felt like most of the time I'd just be standing here like this is how, if you go watch some of the live streams, you can actually see how I look. I'm just here and it feels like a waste of time. I could be working out. I could be, gaming. I could be watching a new film. So they did feel like a waste of time. And this is no criticism to Max, Enosh, MSK. All of you guys are amazing guys. Y'all do amazing live streams. Obviously, there's a reason why they're more successful than me on YouTube because they're amazing people. Obviously, I'm not. This is no attack at all. And again, all I have for them is praise because they are great people. But to me, I was just bored. I was bored doing those live streams. Also, the internet connection here is terrible. That's a small factor too as to why I don't do the streams. But they did feel like a waste of time. Again, if you ever invite me and you ever want me on, I'll try. But most of the time, it felt like a waste of time. And also, another thing that I do want to comment on is as to why I don't bring people on my live streams. because I had someone ask me this. This wasn't a big thing, but some people asked me, why don't I have people on my streams? And the reason why is because I'm a very social, awkward person. I'm not someone who can talk to strangers very well. I tend to get really, 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 really nervous easily. So I did invite Eddie once. I did invite Eddie once from Oh My DS22. Y'all go subscribe to him. He recently reached 600 subscribers, so y'all go help and get him to 700. But you know, I had him on a stream, and I was realizing how panicky and nervous I get when it's with strangers. Because at the end of the day, while I have met great people on YouTube, like, at the end of the day, they are strangers to me, and I tend to get a little worried. Uh, I get very nervous, and especially when it's my streams, because I feel like I have this, like, when I do my streams, I feel like I have this, duty to be able to control and make the best stream I can. So it feels like the responsibilities come to me. When it was at other streams, I would be like, hey, it's up to whoever is doing the stream, not up to me. I'm just here in the back. If they need me to talk, I'll talk. But that is the main reason as to why I don't invite people. No attack to anyone. No attack. Eddie was great in the stream I made with him. I've also tried inviting other people along, but sometimes I'll kind of do it just because I don't know. But I tend to get very nervous around people. I'm very socially awkward. I'm a very awkward person. Like, I guarantee you, if any of you guys ever ran into me, I'd be, I wouldn't be who I am on YouTube. I'm not, I am a very talkative person. I'm a very loud person. I like talking. I love talking, especially movies. But at the end of the day, when it comes to a stranger, I'm not very easy to conversate with. It's really hard. I get really nervous, and that's a main reason as to stream. That's not something anyone was really asking me, but I think it's, I'm just gonna answer that straight up. But really, in general, that's the entire why I've not been uploading consistently. It's mainly because, I kind of lost my motivation. I will say I did wake up this morning wanting to make videos, but I feel like I kind of owe people a explanation. And again, for the live streaming stuff, I probably won't be on any live streams anytime soon, mainly again because of time. And if I'm ever free, I will make sure to join a stream or so. I'm in a group chat where they actually share links to streams, and if I ever want to, I'll make sure I join. But again, it's always a time thing. I always, when I'm in those streams, I've always felt like I don't really talk much, and I know everyone's, I know everyone's about to tell me, oh, well, then you should talk more. I'm not someone who's like that. I like to talk when someone wants me to talk. I'm not someone who interrupts people. I'm not someone who can just start speaking loudly over everyone and then wanting everyone to hear me. I'm more just like, hey, look, if you need me to talk, I'll talk. But hey, that's just me. That's just my own point of view. Again, this video is no attack on anyone. I don't know if anyone will take that interpretation, but this is a completely raw, unedited video. I mean, you guys saw me twice stand up and, just look. If there was, I saw, I was looking at the window. There is a window over there, which I think you can see on the mirror back there. But again, I am going to be uploading more often. Again, I am going to prioritize this on the channel, but it's going to be movie reviews and it's going to be movie news. Those are the two main things. And also, another small thing I feel like I need to answer is I'm not going to be doing trailer reactions. Why? Because, all my trailer reaction videos get copyrighted. And I know with my kind of luck, I will get copyright strict one day. That has not happened. That you do need 3 strikes, but again, I'm not gonna try that. Not only that, but I'm not a fan of me doing trailer reactions. I don't know why, but every time I had the camera, I felt awkward. While doing trailer reactions. Typically, like, when I don't do trailer reactions and I watch a trailer for the first time without the reaction, typically I'm just like this, like, here's this phone, I'll just watch it, and I'll have like a straight face most of the time. I rarely ever do expressions, but when it was the videos, I'm gonna admit this, a lot of my reactions were not very genuine. A lot of them weren't. I was pretending, to feel a certain way. So trailer reactions are gonna be over. What I will do is commentary after. Like, I'll be like, hey, I thought this trailer was this good, this and that. I'm not going to be just doing, yay. I'm not going to be like that anymore. I'm just going to be, hey, look, if a trailer comes out, I'll commentate after and then drop a video. So that's just gonna be it for today's video. I hope this was a good explanation. Again, this is no personal attack to anyone. It's just, I wasn't feeling motivated. I felt like I was tied down to just being a Snyder fan. I don't want to be just the Snyder guy. I want to be the movie guy. I want to be someone who, when they come to this channel, they feel welcomed because their certain franchise that they love is being represented. Like, for example, a movie I love so much that I never ever, or that I rarely ever talk about on this channel is The Godfather. I love The Godfather, but I've never made a video specifically on The Godfather or a live stream. And and I feel like, one of these days I should just do a video talking about how great the film is. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna say F it and just start making videos, movie videos, whenever I want, whenever I feel, just because that's kind of what made me want to start YouTube in the first place. But that's just my explanation. If you guys stayed along throughout the whole video, let me know in the comments what you have to your thoughts. If you have any questions, again, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm always answering comments because I'm someone who thinks no one should be left on red in the comments, especially because my channel is pretty small and I don't expect many views. But again, at the end of the day, this is just my perspective. This is just what I think. This is just what I had to say. And at the end of the day, that's just who I am. I'm, the live stream stuff, the reason why I haven't been uploading recently. But I will promise you guys, I am going to be uploading sooner rather than later. So be on the lookout for videos. And again, if you want to be on the lookout for the videos, just subscribe, turn on the notification bells, like this video, it helps support the channel. And yeah, this was a pretty long video, 20 minutes, but I had to explain. Again, if you have any questions, you can always ask me on the comment sections down below. Or if you don't want to put it on the comments, maybe you want to personally send me a message or whatever. My Instagram and Twitter DMs are always open at Isaac the Film Geek. Specifically my Instagram, I am very active on Instagram. Not a very big fan of Twitter, but if you prefer Twitter, then go ahead, follow me on Twitter at Isaac Film Geek. Link is also in the description down below. And also the second channel that I was planning on making, I'm not going to be making any videos on that anytime soon because, again, I want to focus on this channel. Again, I want this channel to be my priority because, again, movies are my favorite thing to talk about. And yeah, I'm going to end off the video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys next time. I hope this was a good explanation to everything. I'm pretty tired right now, talking for 20 minutes straight. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.